Right, here we go. World War One, turn 2. And this time we do have to do movement. So the Allied player goes first. So Britain and France and Russia get to move. So up here we have Britain here. Now we could try and team up here with the Belgians to go for the Germans, but and this is one to consider, you know, not that I think I'm going to screw it up or anything, but this is a winter turn, so every defence gets a +2. So normally it would be 4 + 2, 6 against 6. But if we try and tackle the Germans, they are going to be an 8 because it's a winter turn. So these two guys are not going to be enough to take on these Germans. We get to move 5 hexes. The rough is counted as 2, this is counted as 1, and the rail is counted as a third per hex. So we could try and move a French unit up here, which would try and gang up 3 on the Germans. We could certainly try it because they are crammed in there. So let's take this French unit here and let's move them 2, 3, 4, which now hems the Germans in and they can't get out because of this hex here. Actually, come and think about it, they probably can. Okay, the French are going to move to there. The British are going to move 1 to there, and that traps the Germans in. They can't get through there because that's in zone of control for the French and the British, and they can't go around the top. Zone of control for the British. So they're stuck. They can't move, which is good. Right, it does mean there's a big gaping hole up here that the Germans can get through, which is not so good. So I think I'll move these guys up 2, 4, 5 to try and at least stop them just sneaking through there, and that's that. They wouldn't be able to go straight through because, again, zone of control, but it's the principle of the matter. You don't want to be leaving breaks in the line. Right, French have moved, British have moved, Belgians are going to stay there. Hopefully we're going to hammer this guy. I should also mention that in turn 2, Turkey enters the war. So that's something to think about. Where else? We've got that. We've got the French, we've got the British, we've got the Belgians, we've got the Russians. Right. Now, way over here to the right, that is the Russian unit that was created at the end of the last turn. Let's see, where are they going to go? They could go and help here. The Russians can't move in there because that's still German. They could move to try and attack the Germans, but they're not strong enough for the Germans alone, so no. Let's see, do we bring them down here? We could bring them down here to help with these guys that are just right at the very bottom of the picture. Okay, let's move them down here somewhere. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not going to get them right in because of that rough terrain. 1, 2, 3. That would take them to 4. Still will not get there. No, so they're not going to get right in amongst this. But we'll get them near us, damn it. So if we take them to there, 2, 3, 4, and we'll get them to there. So we'll take them across the railway line to there. These guys are going to stay there. Hopefully they're going to keep trying to get it destroyed. But the Germans do have 31 points, which is quite a lot to try and get rid of. So, the Russians could move and try and team up on one of these two Austria-Hungary units. So we could move this guy to here, team up on this guy. He's on his own some. Okay, we'll do that. That's 2. The other guys that are further down, we'll keep them there. And that is about all we've got. Anybody else hasn't really entered the war, like Italians and what have you. Okay, we'll leave it at that. So then it's the Central Powers movement phase. So back up here again. This guy's stuck. This guy is out on his own some and isn't really doing anything useful, so he can certainly move. Let's see, he can go probably to here. Still puts him in a bit of danger, but we will move him 1, 2, which means that the Germans also own that resource centre thing. In fact, I'll just put that across both. Right, there we go. Let's see, do any of these guys want to move? We could move this guy to here. But then, nah, these two guys, they're in fortifications that are pretty good anyway. We'll keep them there. Right, Austria-Hungary. Oh, in fact, tell a lie, still this guy. He can join over here, or he can join down here, helping the Austrian-Hungarian people. Or he can try and help this guy. Well, first of all, this is the new guy who was made way down here. So if I use him to help out the other folk, he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into that fortification. The other guy that you probably can't see, who's just a bit further down, he can go to 4. Other Austria-Hungarian can move to 4. And the other ones are just way down here, we're basically facing off to Serbia. This German unit, he could actually face against this guy. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this German guy is going to come down here, in there, into that fortification to try and keep an eye on this guy. Whether he attacks him, that's something else. Okay. that is pretty much it for movement then. No whole bunch, but see how that goes. Next, find out who is superior. Right. It is, I believe, according to my arithmetic, it's going to be the Allies by 1 point. Because Austria-Hungary are on 30-31, and then they've got some points from Turkey, who've just entered the war this turn. Russia has got about 34, France is 20, there's a couple there for Bulgaria and Britain. The ones for Italy and the USA don't count, they're not in the war yet. So the Allies win by 1 point. So, Allies get to go first. Right, let's see, this guy up here first. Go for this mishmash up here. So, first superior attack phase. We have Britain on 4, Belgium with an attack of 2, that'd be 6 against this guy who's got a 6, but plus 2 for winter makes him an 8. So we're going to bring in this guy after all. 4, 8, 10, 10 against 8. Right, let's see. 10 against 8, 2 column. Ooh, 5 in the 2 column is a 3-1. So the Germans are only going to take 1 hit for that. The 3, we have Britain, France and Belgium who are all involved in that fight. Points can be split between them. So I think we just take 1 off each. I think that's the best idea. So Bulgaria and Britain chip in 1 each, and France chips in the 3rd. So that did not a lot. Oh well. Right. Over here we have this German guy. If we have these two against this German guy who's a 6, he's going to be an 8 because it's winter. It'll be 8 against 8. So that'll be the 0 column. Okay. 6 in the 0 column is a 4. So the French are going to lose 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can only assume they slipped in the ice or something. I really don't know. Right. We're going to have to do the same idea here, but no, we can't. Because if we use these two guys, that would be 8 against 6. But he is in the rough, makes him a 7, plus a 2 would be 9. No can do. I think I'm going to have to use these 3 guys here on this fella. So it's going to be 12 against 6, 7, 2 for the winter, 9. So 12 against 9, being a 3 column. Well, at least it's not a 6. 3. A 3 in the 3 column is a 2, 2. So Germans lose 2, French lose 2. Dear oh dear. That was only the first of 3, and yeah, the French have lost about a 1/3 already. Okay, right, that's it. French are doing no more. They've got nobody left that can attack. Okay, who's next? Let's see. We'll go for the Russians. Got the Russians here. This guy can't attack there. No chance. This guy can still go for the German fortification. 3 against... No, he can't. 3 against 2. And it would still get the plus 2 for the winter. Would make it 4. 3 against 4. No. No can do. Right, so that backfired. That's pretty spectacular. Oops. My usual great planning skills. let's see, get these two guys, they're a 6, this guy's a 3, he's in the rough, make it 4, +2 for the winter, but make it 6 against 6. Russia's got plenty of points, so they're going to go for it. So we have these two Russians against this Austria-Hungary unit that I hope is actually in view this time. So it's in the 0 column. 4. So 2, 1. So 2 from the Russians, 1 from Austria-Hungary. Right, I will unceremoniously bump this camera down again. We have over here, it would have been good except that Austria-Hungary split up, so we can't do 1 and 1, we can't do 2 against 1, so that's a goner. Let's see, nothing happening there, nothing happening there. Italy's not in the war yet. They don't come into the war until next turn. Right, that's it for the first superior attack phase. Right, first inferior phase. So this time is Germany, Austria, Hungary. Okay, this guy up here is kind of stuck. He could attack Belgium if he wanted. That'd be 4 against, no he couldn't, 4 against 4, but he's in winter, so that'd be 6. So no, he is stuck. Even if these guys did move, he still couldn't move because of the zone of control. So these guys, probably they're going to have to do a 2 on 1, because that'd be an 8 against 3 in the, no, he's not in the rough, so that'd be a 5. Yeah, so it'd have to be 8 against 5. That'd put them in the 3 column. Right, let's see what happens. 3 column against this guy. 2. A 2-2. So, French lose 2, Germans lose 2. Similar idea, these 2 against this guy. Now this guy is in the rough, so he's going to be a 4, 5, 6. So it'll be 8 against 6, 2 column for that one. 2 and a 2 is 1/2. So 1 off the Germans, 2 off the French. And last but not least, these 2 guys against this guy. And he is, maybe not, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it'll be 8 against 8. So it'll be in the 0 column. 3 in the 0 column. 2, 2. So French drop 2, Germans drop 2. And again, the whole idea of that exercise is just the Germans use up the French points. The French have only got 7 left. Right, let's have a look over here. Again, Germany could try and take the fortification. 4 against 3 effectively. Yep, they may as well. 4 against 3, 1 column. Oops, a 5 in the 1 column is a 3-1. So the Germans drop 3, 1, 2, 3. Russians drop 1. Oh, sorry, Russians drop 2 because it's double losses. Let's see what else we got. And these guys are an attack of 4. They're a 4 plus a 2, so nope, no go. We have 4 here. Nope, can't do that. Can't do that. Further down. Pretty uneventful. That's about it. Austria-Hungary down the bottom. Can't attack Serbia. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, that's it. That is all I can see where they can attack. So that's the end of the first phase completely. This is the second superior attack phase. So, again, we're back to France, Britain, Belgium, Russia. Again, they're going to go for the German unit that's trapped up here. Again, 8, 10, 10 against 8. So, yep, again, 2 column. 3 in a 2 column is a 3-2. So 2 off the Germans. 1, 2. Oh, I moved somebody else there as well. That's better. And 3 off the Allies. So we will take. We'll take. We'll take 2 off the British and 1 off the French. Thinking being that the Germans cannot attack the Belgians anyway. They could maybe attack the British, but nah, don't know. Doubt it. Right. So that guy's done. We could have these 2 again, attack this guy, same idea. 8 against 8. So that'll be in the 0 column. Ooh, 5 in the 0 column's not so good. 2-1, that's not too bad. So 1, 2 off the French, 1 off the Germans. So that's those 2. And again, these 2 against this guy. 8 off of, let's see. How did I? Oh yeah, I took the 3, that's what it was. I was going to say, how did I manage this last time with 2 against this guy? That's not enough. But it's a 3. 1, 2, 3 against this guy. So 12 against 7, 8, 9. Yeah. 3 column. 4 in the 3 columns, a 3-2. Ooh. 3 off the French. Leaves them 1 left. 2 off the Germans. There could very well end up being more French retreats. Right. That is it for the French. What else we got? Nothing else here, nothing else there. Got the Russians over here. Again. Nope, they can't take the fort. Maybe a 3 against 4, no can do. Yeah, I've managed to kind of put everybody into a sort of stalemate, which is a bit crazy. Don't know how I managed that. Right. That's going to have to be the end of the attack phase for the Allies. There's nothing else really they can attack. Okay, second inferior attack phase. Okay, so this guy's trapped still. And the Germans definitely want to do as much attacking on the French, because the French only have 1 point left. So they're going to have to be retreating. Again, they're going to have to go 2 against 1. So, these 2 against this guy. Which is going to be 8 against 5. So it's going to be in the 3 column. Or 1 in the 3 column. Ooh, 1 in the 3 column is a 1-3. Ooh, right, okay. So there's 1 off the Germans. But the French are going to have to do 3 on this guy. Ooh, that's a lot. We don't have anything really. We're going to have to use that 1 point. No points left. then we're going to have to just reverse 2. That's not so good. Well, actually it's not too bad. We can go 1 there, second one there. That's the 2 that took part in it. This guy can't move because he's locked in the zone of control of these guys. But this guy can move, but he can only move to there and stop. Because he's now stuck in the zone of control of these 2 guys. So, yeah, okay, that could have been worse. He could have got right through to here. Right, same idea. These 2 guys are going to go against this one here, who is in the rough. 3, 4, so that's going to be 6. 8 against 6, so that'll be in the 2 column. 4 in the 2 column is a 3-1. So 3 off the Germans, 1, 2, 3, 1 off the French. So the French are going to have to move back 1. And let's see. Those 2 guys, we're talking about these 2 guys, so this guy can advance into there and stop. Right, that guy was part of those 2, so we have these 2 on this guy. Trying not to lose track of who's done what. 8 against 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's in the 0 column. 2 in the 0 is a 1-1. So the Germans are down to 10. The French have to move back 1. So they're going to have to go through here to here. But it does mean that the Germans have now taken that fort as well. Let's see how I can try and do this. I'll just get another counter. So the Germans have destroyed that fort as well. And we'll say this guy moves into there. Which means that he's kind of worse off, but in fact, well, nah, keep him there. Because he is in a 3 fort, which makes him far, far better off staying there. Okay, he is not going to advance. He is going to stay right there. Right, they're done. French are in a panic. They've no points left. There's still a 3rd round to go. Okay, we are up here again. We're going to go again for the fort. Let's see, there'll be 4 against the 3, so it'll be in the 1 column again. 1 in the 1 column is a 1-2, becomes a 1-4. 1 off the Germans, 4 off the Russians, 1, 2, 3, 4. Over here we have an attack of 4, but nope, he is a 4 plus 2 is a 6, nope. And the rest of them are all, again, as I say, I managed to get them all stuck in stalemate because it's winter with that extra plus 2. Yeah, well. So that means 3rd and final superior attack phase. Right. Now, if we try and attack this chap again, we have 1 point we could take off the British, we have 2 we could take off the Belgians, none for the French. So ideally we would quite like maybe just a 2 result against us. We'll see. So again we have 10 against 8, 2 column, 4, 3, 1. Knew it, knew I shouldn't have said a thing. So I'm going to have to take the 1 off the British, and we'll take 2 off the Belgians, leaves them 1. Hopefully never need it. It's cutting that a bit fine though. Holy moly. Right. So those three have been used, so I can't do a 2-on-1 against these guys. Even then, it's too risky for the French to attack because we don't have any points to absorb the losses. We would have to retreat, or because this is the third phase, we could just destroy the unit. I'd really rather not destroy anything when the Germans are on a rampage. So no, French are not going to do anything. The Russians can't do anything over here. Can't do anything here. Nothing they can do with Austria-Hungary. So that's kind of it for the third superior attack phase. So for the third and final inferior attack phase. Right. So again, Germans are going to want to run riot because they've still got 8 points left. So they can do an 8 against 5, which will put them in the 3 column. A 5 in the 3 column is a 3-1. So that kind of backfired. 1, 2, 3, but it does mean that this guy has got to retreat. So he is going to retreat back to there. This German unit can advance. Will he advance? Kind of puts him stuck between one of these two. Well, he's got to go into here, sorry. So he's going to be stuck between those two. Okay, he's going to move into there. German thinking that maybe they can bump this guy off to try and free this guy from getting stuck. We'll see. These two here, 8 against... No, I don't think they can do this. Because that's going to be... No, he's not in a 4. He is 3, 4, 5, 6. So 8 against 6. 2 column for this guy. 5 in the 2 column is a 3-1. So the Germans lose 3. And the French have got to retreat 1. Which means they're going to have to go... Let's see, go here. So this guy's stuck in the zone of control of this guy, but this guy can move. Although, again, he is in a 4. No, tell a lie, he's not in a 4, he's in a destroyed 4. Thing is, if he moves into there, possibly these 3 can attack him, gang up on him. Okay, we'll say the Germans are getting a bit big-headed and they're moving in. So these guys are still in German 4s. And they're quite happy there. So the French have done a bit of a route there. Germans have moved across. Germans will get 2 points left. They could go for the fort again, the Russian fort. Again, puts them in the 1 column. The most they could lose in the 1 column would be... Ooh, they could lose 3 or 4 points if they got a high roll on it. Do we think the Germans maybe... I'm thinking that they're maybe a bit kind of jubilant at winning up here against the French, that they would maybe chance it. That they would maybe chance a 4 against a 3-1 column. If they got a high roll, they would have to retreat. Okay, we're going to go for it. We're going to say the Germans are going to go for it. So they're in the 1 column, high roll, and it's bad news for the Germans. Ooh, they're lucky. 1-1 is a 1-2. So they only lose 1 point. The Russians lose 4. Double loss. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Germans took a risk and it paid off. This time, right, the rest of it again deadlocked, and even then the only person that's got points left really is Austria-Hungary. They still have 29 points because they've done nothing, because they're in a position where it's just the winter +2 means a lot of people can't attack each other. Russia's only got 22 points left, but that is pretty much it for all the attacks. Okay, now it is dishing out points and building. Right, okay, let's see the list here. Britain gets 15 points this time. France gets 20, which they had 20 last time, and that went a bit pear-shaped. Russia gets 40 points. That takes them to 62. Italy, US, Belgium all get none. Germany gets 40, so that takes them to 41. And Austria-Hungary gets 25. That will take them to 54. Turkey gets 6. They've already got 6, so they never go any higher. Okay. Points duly dished out. Build phase. Right. Russia and Austria-Hungary have a crap load of points and would certainly be well advised to build armies. Let's see. Russia could easily build 2 armies. That would drop them to 52. They could easily maybe build another one, which would take them to 47. So they could drop to 47 and bring in 3 new armies. And they shall. So they'll bring in 3 new armies, and I'll put them down the right hand side. Just off camera, but one will go on railroad, second one will go on railroad, third one can go on the railroad, way down the very bottom. Okay. Oh wait, there's an order to this. Oh yeah, Allies go first, that's okay. So, France cannot build anything. They only have 20 points and it's really not worth it. 20 hardly lasted them in that other turn. If anything, they might have to borrow. No, they can't. They can't because Russia is not allowed to give to France. Ah, crap. They'd have to come from Britain. Anyway, yeah, totally losing the plot, skipping ahead. My bad. Okay, who else is building things? Austria-Hungary. They can easily build 2 new armies. That would drop them from 54 to 44. So they are going to bring in 2 shiny new armies. I'll put one in Budapest and one in Vienna. Okay, that's done. And that's basically it for building. So, not to deviate again, we then go to the Central Powers. Will Germany build any armies? They've got 41. They could drop to 36 and bring in an army. So let's see, they do. They drop to 36. So they've got an army in Berlin that could use the railroad, possibly to go up here. We'll see how it goes. They may have to come down here and help this whole deadlock thing that I accidentally made. Okay. Nobody else is going to make any armies. So at this point it is whoever is going to exchange points. And as I say, the only way that France can get some extra points is off the British. So the British will get 15. Let's drop it from 15 to 10, where they give 5 to France. I think that's right. Give to all other allied countries, but not Britain or USA. Can't give to each other. Yep, okay, that seems legit. And the other ones seem fine. Unless Germany can loan to other central powers, but it doesn't say if Austria-Hungary could loan to Germany. I assume not. Anyway, okay, enough waffle. That is the end of turn 2. So, I shall see you for turn 3.